Fellas, welcome back to another video, man. You guys see it? You guys know the deal, man. Doing our final touches to the single cab turbo truck. Not too much left to do on the truck, but the final touches. Got Bud right here. You guys know the deal. You guys know in our last video of the truck, we went ahead and got our digital cluster in, as you can see right there. Shout out to One Gauge once again. If you guys want to watch that video, it's gonna be right there. But nonetheless, man, we are back with the truck, making our final touches. Get this thing off. We want to get this thing off to the tuner, get it finished. Not too much that's left though. The little things that we do have to do still is get our new coolant tank in. We have an aluminum we're gonna put in, do our bead rolls for our intercooler piping, do our little hoses for the blow-off valve, and the wastegate that's down there. And injectors, might not do injectors in this video. Still haven't ordered them, so we'll just do those final little touches. And then right before we go to the tuner, we'll go ahead and throw in the new injectors, catch can as well. Yeah, still gotta do that as well. Just little things. So we're gonna go ahead, get this thing going, get it ready. I wanna get it tuned within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I know everyone wants to see it. It's a moment that we all been waiting for. So first thing we're gonna wanna do is go ahead and set up our cooling system, get our new hoses in. We're gonna go ahead and throw in this fitting adapter. That's gonna replace the one down here. That one's like plastic and rubber, so we're gonna run a few new hoses. This one's a little more durable being metal versus that plastic one for the heat. Might have to replace this hose right here. Everything else should be fine, so let's go ahead and get this thing going. Ooh, we're this close. We are this close. So just a few hoses, and the original one comes out. One hose there, one hose there. Get rid of this old janky one. Still works fine, just kind of ugly. And then let me go ahead and show you guys what we're gonna be putting in real quick. Check it out, man. So you guys see it, we're gonna go ahead, get an aluminum tank into the truck. Shout out to AlloyWorks for hooking us up with this aluminum tank. Technically, this tank is for a Mustang, but you could use it universally depending on how your tank is set up. The one on the Silverado only has one for the main and then one for the smaller one. 2 hoses pretty much. The only difference is that it doesn't have a release valve, but no big deal. Should still plug in, work just fine. So shout out to AlloyWorks for hooking us up with this. If you guys want to check out their website, I have links in the description, as well as a discount code and a link to this tank if you guys want to check it out, man. But let's go ahead, get this installed. First thing we're gonna do is get this little tray out the way. Don't really need that. Just a few little bolts and screws. Just like that, comes out. Just like that right there. So get a little bit of that weight reduction, man. This truck is already that much lighter than the Hellcat, man. The Hellcat, boys. How's my truck? How's the truck lighter than the Hellcat, man? Y'all see it though, man. Let's do it. Then we'll just go ahead and place our tank. As you can see, fits perfectly right there. Hose is gonna go here and here. They still fit. And then we're just gonna get the tabs from the little tray that we took out. Just use them here, and that's pretty much it. All right, guys, and just like that, literally took us like 10-15 minutes to get the new tank in. Probably just had to put one more bracket just so it's not wiggling as much. So the original big hose, that's gonna work fine. And then this other hose is a little too big, so either just get a slightly smaller hose or just a different fitting. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and figure out the rest of this hosing. Gotta switch this one because you can see the tension on that. And then put our new fitting down here to take out that plastic one. So here we are, got the original one off. We're just gonna go ahead, cut here, slide it onto the new metal one. Then, like I said, the smaller hose, we're gonna have to get a longer one, so we won't be using that one. And then for the smaller fitting right here, we're gonna have to get a new one as well. That goes directly to the water pump or water housing, one of those. So go ahead, cut that off, and then try to get this new one on. Go get some new hose, and that's pretty much it, man. So like I said, what I'm gonna do for this fitting is just, it's easier just to go ahead and change it, take it off, just cut the old hose, and then just slide it onto a new fitting. So I'll get rid of this one, and I'll be replacing with this one, 1/2" barb, 1/4" fitting. See it right there. That's the one we got. So go ahead, throw that on, and then that's pretty much it. you have it all done. Last thing we gotta do is just make it a little more sturdy, but we'll worry about that later. Now we'll get on to one of the important parts. That's gonna be our map sensor. Now the map sensor we're gonna be running is right here. Right there, you got the part number. So this is gonna be a 2.5 map sensor. These are the ones that come on the V2, CTSV, ZR1s, all the 2010, 2011, 2013 supercharged models. So these are good for about, I think, like 25 pounds of boost, so that's more than enough. So right now we'll get the old one off and then try to figure out how to get this one to stay on. So for our new map sensor here, it is gonna be slightly larger than the original one that goes into the TBSS manifold. So as you can see, if I try to put it in, it's gonna be a little too big. So what we're gonna have to do is cut this tab right here, obviously, because that one requires a bolt. If you don't cut it off, it's not gonna wanna go on. What you're gonna wanna use is a 7/16 drill bit. Drill it out a little bit. We'll go ahead and dip our drill bit into a little bit of grease just to catch some of those shavings that are gonna come off. Just like that. Now we'll go ahead and check if our map sensor slides on in. You can see it's a little closer. Still might need to go slightly bigger. All right, so now we're gonna go up to the next drill bit, which is 31/64. This should be the last one right before a 1/2 inch. So we'll go ahead and drill this out and then we should be good. And I think with this one, we should be good. You see it is slightly bigger. Go. Just like that. Got a nice snug fit. We'll probably still figure out a way to just get a little bracket over it just to ensure that it's holding it in place well. And then if you guys are wondering how we're going to connect that to the original harness, just get yourselves a little pigtail, part number right there. Got it from Michigan Motorsports. So that end is going to plug into the new map sensor and then that into the original harness. So I think what we're gonna do to hold our map sensor is make like a little bracket that goes onto the cable throttle bracket right here. We'll have a screw. So if we make a bracket that kind of goes across like that, kind of hug the sensor, screwed in through there. If it's thick enough, it should hold it pretty well. But you can see, I mean, it's not crazy loose. So I think a bracket just hugging onto it should do okay. There you have it. That's pretty much it for our map sensor. This is just a little mock-up. Later down the road, probably get a little thicker piece of metal on there, but as you can see, on there, pretty good, pretty snug, so that'll work. So that's that. Now we'll go ahead and do our catch can. And that's gonna be this one right here. Got this little universal catch can, nothing crazy. Now we're just gonna go ahead down right there, something like that, kind of hidden. It's bright red. I probably should have got a better color, but I mean, it don't look too bad. There's a little bit of red here and there, so at the end of the day, it's just a catch can, so be kind of right there. Get that mounted up, and then go ahead and hook it up. There you go, just like that. We got our catch can set up for the most part.
All right, so as you can see right here, we have like this universal Amazon catch can right here. Typically they have, it's an inlet and an outlet, but what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna use both ports from the valve covers. So we're gonna use this port on the passenger side and the PCV port on the driver's side, and we're just gonna run them both into the inlet and outlet on our oil catch can. So we know it says in and out, but you know, the idea here is, you know, the pressure is coming in from both of them and it should just escape out from the filter, so should be all right.
But there you have it, quick, simple setup. Like he said, we still need to go ahead and plug this one and the top one on our intake. Just got to plug those two and then that's it. We should be good to go. Don't have those yet, so go ahead and do that later. So now we'll go ahead and move on to the next, which is our intercooler piping. As you can see, we already went ahead and bead rolled those. Just a simple little bead roll machine, but did that pretty easy, huh?
Yeah, like 15 minutes. We did all of them.
So
just simple.
Yeah, you just get a little bead roll machine. You're gonna need a vise just to hold down the bead roller, and then insert your pipes, start rolling it, and that's it. So we already did them all. Let's go ahead and get it back on. All right, fellas, and there you have it. Got our intercooler piping pretty much all set up. I think on this one right here, we might need a slightly longer coupler to get this side in just slightly more. So maybe just a new coupler there. But other than that, this side is perfectly good to go. And then after that, the only thing left is the injectors, which I haven't got yet. Probably gonna get those in the next video. And then our boost controller, which I do have, but I don't know if I want to run the one that I have. It's just a basic manual one. Kind of want to upgrade to an electronic one, so if you guys don't see me install this one today, definitely going to be in the next video. But so right now we're just going to go ahead, throw a tap onto the intake to get that plugged up, maybe throw a little bit of water into the coolant tank, give it a little start up, and that's it, fellas. We'll go ahead, wrap this one up. So we're going to go ahead and run a 7/16 by 20 tap on our throttle body. Go ahead and tap that in. As you can see, we're already doing that, so we'll go ahead and plug that up. On this top one, we just went ahead and threw a little vacuum cap. Other than that, we're pretty much good to go. All right, there you have it. Got our new plug, so that's all good to go. Now we're just gonna go ahead, add some water, see if we get any new leaks, bud. Yep. And then that's pretty much it, man. The only thing left is the injectors and our boost controller. So we're gonna go ahead, like I said, add some water, see if we see any leaks, go ahead, start it up. And then the next video, I'm just gonna throw the injectors on, and then we'll be off to the tune, fellas. So for sure, within the next few weeks, we're gonna finally see what kind of power the truck puts down, man. Put in the comments, man, what do you guys think? What power numbers you think we're gonna hit? Got our little battery jumper hooked up. Come on inside. Like I said, it's got that new map sensor, so I'm not 100% sure how it's gonna act with the new map sensor. That was expected, that's expected. It was starting to go though, it was starting to go. We forgot to put the throttle cables on. I was giving it gas and I was like, why does it feel so soft? Go ahead, throw those back on. Definitely runs rougher with the new map sensor. But you see, we got it on. The truck is kind of on, definitely struggling. Let's see. Definitely wants to turn off. And that's it. Definitely runs better with the other map sensor. But on top of that, you also got to put in that the truck is cammed, has like no tune at all. So this thing is all over the place. So we need like a bunch of tunes for everything. Map sensor, cam, so this thing is running super rough right now. But the time has finally come.
Off to the tuner and off to the races.
There we go, man. Finally get some racing content for you guys. I know a lot of people been waiting for the racing content, so I got to take back some of those L's I took earlier. Gonna go ahead and wrap this one up there. You guys see the truck? Still one piece, man. I still got to put the bed on. Still got to do the little touches here and there, throw the bumper back on. But yeah, man, for the most part, the truck is done. That's pretty much it, though. Like, comment, and subscribe to the boy. We'll see you guys in the next one, man.